I've been teaching at the college for 8 years now, and I've worked with literally hundreds of students. And I'm often amazed at some of the things that the conflicting things that they say. On the one hand, I hear comments like, I read it, but I can't remember it. Or, I studied, but I still didn't get an A. And at the same time, I'll hear the other side of that is students say things like, well, I know how to learn, and I don't need someone telling me how to study. And what this conflict, this tension between these two comments reveals is how underprepared so many people are for deep learning. You know, we have this history with school and before we get to Samuel College, and over that history we developed these school survival tactics. But they're not success tactics, they're survival tactics. And for example, I mean like cramming the night before, or just skimming the material, so that way you know the basics but don't really understand it. In this section, we're going to challenge you to try new ways of learning, deep learning. So this chapter is going to introduce the core, the CORE system, and we'll be exploring the 4 elements of the core system in more depth over the next few weeks. What bigger praise can I give to it other than it works? Another part we'll cover in this chapter is that there's a reality here you may or may not be aware of, but the reality is that you're probably really good at learning, you know, even if you're a poor student. And the thing is, you're really good at learning when it comes to something you like. Perhaps it's a sport or a hobby or a gaming world, you know. So what we're going to do in this section is, in your journal, you're going to be asked to identify something you know a lot about, you know, and then reflect on it and figure out how did you get to know all that information, all those sporting statistics, all the latest of what's going on with the Broncos, for example, or you know, that hobby or that gaming world, you know, all that trivia about it and all that information. How did you get that knowledge into your head so it's so close and vital to you? And then what we're going to do over the next few weeks is teach you how to apply that style of learning to other information, such as your classes. And once you do, watch out.